Yo, what's up, Starkies? You're tuned in to Starky Stories, the realest spot on YouTube where stories hit harder than real life. I'm your host, Chrome Starks, bringing you wild tales, street legends, urban thrillers, stories to keep you locked in, whether it's truth, fiction, or something in between. You never know what you will get, but trust me, it's always worth it. So hit that like, smash that subscribe, and get ready to tap in with the vibes. Welcome to Starky Stories, where every story got Stark in it. Let's go. The woman in the white dress, Snoqualmie Pass. It was late January. Snow fell in sheets across Snoqualmie Pass, the kind that makes your headlights feel useless. David, a truck driver out of Spokane, was finishing a long overnight haul when he saw her standing on the shoulder just past exit 53. She was wearing a white dress. No jacket, no shoes, just ... standing there, drenched in fog. He slowed down, rolled down his window. "You okay?" he called out. She didn't respond, just lifted her arm and pointed toward the trees. Against every instinct, David pulled over, opened the passenger door. But when he turned to help her, in she was gone. The road was empty. No footprints, just snow. He told himself he imagined it, until the next morning when he learned that another driver, just an hour before him, had hit black ice and crashed into the trees, killed instantly. They say the woman appears before accidents happen, a warning, or maybe a witness who never left. The staircase in the woods, Olympic National Park. 4 friends hiked into Olympic National Park over Memorial Day weekend. They wanted peace, silence, and stars. Instead, they found stairs. Not a hill, not a trail, just an old wooden staircase. In the middle of the forest. No foundation, no ruins around, just stairs, leading up to nothing. Chris, the skeptic, laughed. "I'm climbing it," he said. The others begged him not to. He climbed anyway. 30 steps, nothing at the top. But when he came down, something had changed. He said everything looked off. Colors felt dull. Sound was distant. He kept asking what day it was. They thought he was joking. They hiked back the next morning. Chris didn't say a word the entire way. A week later, he dropped out of school, moved back home, and refused to speak about that trip. The others went back to find the stairs again, but they were gone. All that remained was a single boot print in the moss. The Man in the Fog, Tacoma's forgotten legend. They say, when the fog rolls in over the Tacoma TITS... he comes with it. Dressed in black, face covered in shadows. And if you see him, it's already too late. This is the legend of the Man in the Fog, Tacoma's forgotten myth. Tacoma, Washington. Known for its ports, its grit, and something most people don't talk about anymore. But ask the right elders in Salishan, or some of the long-haul dock workers down at Commencement Bay, and they'll tell you the fog isn't just weather, it's a warning. This story dates back to the 1930s, when a series of disappearances started happening near the old sawmill. Workers claimed to see a tall man walking along the shoreline right before each person went missing. No footsteps, no sound, just fog, and then silence. In 1968, A woman named Dolores Santiago was walking home along Marine View Drive after a night shift. The fog was so thick she could barely see 5 feet ahead. She later told police she felt something was following her. No footsteps, just a presence. She ran. She never looked back. But when she got home, her husband noticed her shoes were soaking wet and full of salt water. The strange part, she hadn't walked anywhere near the water. In 1987, a doctor named Marcus Delroy went missing during an early morning shift. A co-worker said he saw Marcus walking into the fog around 4:15 a.m. to check a shipment. His flashlight was still on the ground when they found it, but Marcus was never seen again. The security cameras, static for exactly 3 minutes. No footage, no answers. Fast forward to 2019. A local teen, Anthony R., posted a shaky TikTok video from the Blair Waterway. In it, you hear him laughing with friends, then suddenly stopping. Off in the distance, a tall figure appears in the mist. The video cuts off right as someone yells, "Who is that?" The clip went viral, then was mysteriously taken down. Days later, Anthony deleted his account. When someone asked him why, he just replied, "I didn't film that last part. I don't remember it." Some say the man in the fog is the ghost of a sailor killed in a Union dispute. Others say he's an ancient spirit tied to the land before Tacoma was ever built. One thing is constant: he only appears during heavy fog. People see him and then they vanish. No body, no trace, just whispers and wet footprints on the concrete. So, next time you're walking the Tacoma shoreline and the fog starts to settle, don't stop, don't look back, and if you see someone in the mist, run. The Bellingham Shadow Man. At Western Washington University, students talk about stress, sleep deprivation, and finals. But there's another name they whisper, only at night: the Shadow Man. It started with a freshman named Lily. She lived on the top floor of Ridgeway Kappa. Around 2:30 a.m., while studying, she looked out her window and saw someone standing on the roof of the adjacent building. Perfectly still, a tall, thin figure, wearing what looked like a wide-brimmed hat. She thought it was a prank, but when she looked again, it was gone. That night, she dreamed of a deep, dragging voice whispering her name over and over. Days passed. The shadow returned, this time in her peripheral vision. Just a flash, just a presence. She stopped sleeping. Her grades tanked, and then one day, she packed up and left without warning. Her roommate found dozens of charcoal sketches hidden behind Lily's mirror, all of the same figure, same hat, same eyes, or lack of them. Campus security said it was just stress. But every year, someone new claims to see him, and each time, someone disappears from class. The beasts beneath the pines, Washington's hidden creatures. You ever drive through the woods east of Mount Rainier? The trees stretch so high they blot out the sky. And if you stop your car just for a second, you'll hear it. That sound, that isn't quite wind and not quite alone. Washington's forests are deep, older than stories, and according to those who've dared to go off trail, they're hiding something, or something's. This is the story of the beasts beneath the pines, a local myth that just might be more real than you think. The legend of the forest walkers. For generations, the Cowlitz and Yakima tribes spoke of beings that watched from the trees, tall silent creatures known as the forest walkers. neither man nor beast, covered in dark fur, with yellow eyes that never blink. These weren't friendly Bigfoot tales. These were warnings. Don't leave the trail, elders said. They only come to the curious. One of the first written accounts came in 1922 from a prospector named Elias Crowley. He wrote in his journal, saw a figure between the trees, 7 feet tall, didn't move like a man, didn't run, just stared. That was the last entry. His cabin was found overturned, no body, just claw marks on the door. The Lake Crescent serpent in the depths of Lake Crescent, west of Port Angeles. Locals whisper about a creature called the Deep One. A serpent said to stretch over 40 feet long, with scales black as obsidian and eyes that glow blue beneath the surface. Fishermen say, you don't catch anything when it's nearby. The water goes quiet. Birds stop singing. One man, a retired Navy diver named Raymond White, claimed he saw it in 1983 while recovering debris from a small plane crash. It moved like it didn't belong to this world. He said, didn't make a splash. Just a ripple, and then it was gone. Some say it's a remnant of the Ice Age. Others believe it's something older, awakened by something we disturbed. The sky beast of Mount St. Helens. After the 1980 eruption of Mount St. Helens, strange sightings began in the sky. Farmers in nearby towns like Tuttle and Morton reported hearing screeches at night, loud, low, and unnatural. The creature became known as the Ashwin, described as a bat-like entity with a 20-foot wingspan, leathery skin, and a face resembling molten rock. In 2002, a forest ranger named Nia Carlton said she saw it during a controlled burn exercise. It swooped low over the treetops, silent except for the wind tearing behind it. No video, no photos, but too many reports to ignore. Some believe it was birthed in the eruption itself. Not a beast from the past, but something new. Something born from fire. And that wraps up today's dive into some of the strangest and spookiest local myths we could find. Whether it's haunted forests, ghost towns, or creatures that lurk in the dark, one thing's for sure: the truth is often stranger than fiction. If you've heard a local myth where you're from, a story passed down, something creepy from your childhood, or just a rumor that won't die, let us know in the comments. We might just cover it in the next episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a new drop from Starky Stories. Until next time, stay curious, stay sharp, and remember, every town has a story. Peace.